guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a tutorial using some MAC classics. These are absolute favorites. I reach for them time and again. I've had them in my kit for the longest time. A lot of them I have repurchased, and a lot of them you'll probably recognize. So if you'd like to see how I got this look using some MAC classics, then keep on watching. So I've already prepped my skin and I've done my foundation using the legendary MAC face and body, and I've just done a tutorial on this and how I apply it, so I'll link that up above, so I'm not going to bore you with that. And then I've just powdered it down with the MAC blotting powder. This is the one in medium dark, also legendary product. Absolutely love this for keeping shine at bay. I'm going to be starting off with a base color, and this is called Uninterrupted. And it's quite an unusual color. It looks a little bit like baby poo, but it's very, very flattering if you've got little specks of green in your eyes. It kind of just brings them out. So it's really an unusual color, but it's just so good and it's so versatile. So I'm just going to pop that on the entire lid, going up a little bit into the crease. Just gently buff that in. This is just such a great base color, and it's completely matte and just not the most expected kind of lid color or transition shade, but it really packs a lot of punch and it just complements all eye shades. Especially if you've got green eyes, it'll really make them pop. So I'm just going to put a little bit more of that onto the lid. Just extending it above the crease so that we've got a nice base for the shadows later. And then I'm going to take a little pencil brush and I'm just going to dab a little bit of this on the lower lash line. And then going onto the lid, I have got Woodwinked. Who remembers Woodwinked? This is MAC's best-selling eyeshadow by all accounts. And it's a beautiful shimmery goldy color, but it's subtle enough to be able to use for day wear. And it's just lovely on the lid. It just creates a nice shine. Really love this. I'm not surprised that it's MAC's best-selling shadow. Just really, this will also complement all eye colors. Really just is beautiful. And then I'm going to give the crease a little bit of definition. And I'm going to be using Swiss Chocolate. This is one of the first MAC eyeshadows I ever bought. It's come apart at the seams, but it's a beautiful, warm, chocolatey brown. And it's great for defining the crease and also using all over lid color. So I'm taking a slightly thicker brush than the pencil brush. This is not quite as fluffy as the 217. This is the one that I used with the Uninterrupted all over the lid, so it's a little bit more defined. And this is great if you've got hooded lids and you need definition in the crease. This is really nice to use for that. You can be quite precise with this. So I'm just going to dab this on, and then I'm just going to go into the outer corner and then up into the crease, just in a sweeping motion like that, just to get a little bit more definition in the crease. And I'm just going very, very lightly with the brush, and we're going to blend this out just now. So it doesn't need to be too precise, but this brush just helps with the precision. It just means that you're not getting shadow everywhere. So we're just gently going to go up into the crease, just very subtly. Just add a bit more. And then what I'm going to do with the rest, with what's left on the brush, I'm just going to bring it under the eyes. I'm not going to add any more. I like to keep my under eyes quite light. The more you define them, the smaller it's going to make your eyes. So I like to keep them just smoked out like that. And then for the very, very outer corner, I'm going to use a slightly darker brown, and this is Embark. And it's also quite a warm brown, but it's deeper than Swiss chocolate. And this also just gives lovely definition. And this is also one of the first MAC eyeshadows that I ever bought, and it's such a workhorse. So just going to take a little bit of that on the pencil brush just to define the outer corner, to give a little bit more. So this is quite a warm eye look, so you could also use a cooler brown on the outer corner just to balance things out. And then that's pretty much it for the eyes. I'm not going to do any more than that. So this is quite nice and simple. We're going to put some mascara on just now. I always do my mascara last. And then, who remembers Warm Soul? This is an absolute MAC classic, this blush. It's a baked blush, and it's quite a shimmery kind of blush, but it's such a beautiful color. And when I use this, I don't use a highlighter because this just gives a beautiful shimmer over the cheek. So I'm taking my blush brush, my Bobbi Brown, and I'm just going to dab it into the shadow. I'm just going to apply it on the cheek, and this is also a lovely color just to use as a bronzer, just all over the face. So I'm going to brush a little bit onto my temples as well, just what's left over on the brush, just to create some warmth around the face. Put a little bit more, because more is more with blush. I do love this. And now we're going to go on to the lips, and I'm using another classic from MAC, and that is the lipstick in Twig. And this is a beautiful muted pinky brownie shade, and this is what they use on brides. It's absolutely perfect. It's so understated, it really is beautiful. So I'm going to apply this. And then I'm going to add a little top coat of Lustre, and this is a beautiful nude. This is a true nude, and it's got a little bit of sheen to it. I like to add this over Twig because it just brings the lips alive. You can look a little bit cadaverous with just the Twig on, so I just like to put a little bit of this on just to blend, just to diffuse the Twig. And now for mascara, I'm going to be using the MAC False Lashes Extreme Black, and this is a new one. I haven't used this one before, so it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. It's not bad. Yeah, it really does separate. Wow. It really is. I'm quite impressed with this. So I'm just going to do the other eye, and I'm going to put on the second coat, and I'll be back. It's going to be interesting to see how this wears throughout the day, but it really is a beautiful, it applies beautifully. I'm very impressed. It's got quite a spiky fat wand. I'm just going to take what's left on the brush and I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. So because I've got warm sole on my cheeks, you don't really need a highlighter, but I just can't resist the Hush MAC base. It looks like this. It's a beautiful highlighter and it's really subtle as well. So I'm going to pop a little bit of this on just to give an extra little bit of glow, but you don't have to. Just taking it on my ring finger and just popping it on the high points of my cheek. Just a little bit on the nose for luck. And so guys, that's the finished look. If you recognize any of these products, if you've been using them or if you've got them in your collection, please leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you're in lockdown, stay safe and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.